Today's broadcast includes affiliate promotions with our partners like Tona and Distill Union, to name a few. When you use our promo code FSEN, we may earn a small commission. This helps us to keep bringing you awesome sports coverage.
From the desert to the state line, this is Borderland Sports Report. Yeah. Woo. Lights on the field, Friday night air, sweat in the grind, dreams everywhere, from the court to the turf, every rep, every play, Borderland built, we earn our way, no shortcuts, no hype, just truth and respect, local roots, real stories, what you don't expect, if it matters in the Borderland, we on that beat, voices of the game, hear the street speak.
This is the pulse, this is the zone,
Borderland Sports Report.
welcome home.
Everyone, and welcome to episode 2, season 10 of Borderland Sports Report. Man, do I got a doozy for you guys today. We've got one of the top prospects here in the Borderland in Kingston Jeffries, starting quarterback for Eastwood. Welcome and thank you for joining us here on Borderland Sports Report.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's an honor.
Definitely. So, man, you balled out last year, man.
Thank you.
You came out of nowhere, probably to everybody outside of the Eastwood community. And how'd that feel, man?
Well, it was a good thing. I kind of like staying under the radar, So my sophomore year, I played the last 2 games. So to start the whole season, my junior year, it was kind of like they didn't really know who it was going to be, So it was a good thing because it was a good quarterback battle. There's a senior in front of me, and then it was me my sophomore year, and then last season it came out to me. So it was good to be under the radar. Kind of just came out of nowhere. It was fun.
It was fun until it wasn't, right?
Exactly.
So what were those? I mean, your first game, you went 9-1 last year.
Yes.
Only loss was to St. John's Bosco,
yes.
when they were ranked number 2 in the country.
Yes, exactly. They were real good. That was.
So let's talk about this, because there's always this big debate around the city about teams they be killing y'all's coach about taking y'all to California to play those games, right?
All the time.
But what does playing a game like that do at the very beginning of the season do for you guys?
Well, honestly, the competition level between Bosco and the teams we played after was a lot different. Like the speed, the size, the strength, the athleticism, even the coaching was just different out there. So to kind of come from Bosco and then come to like here, it's just a different type of football to play, honestly. And nothing against the Bosco teams. It's just different. The Bosco they're just different. So it just kind of gave us a little bit of a different look how we would play. And it was a good experience. Honestly, a lot of those guys, they're probably playing Saturdays right now.
Yeah.
They're in college, most of them. Like I'm pretty sure like 90% of them right now are playing in college. So it was a good thing, just playing against different athletes and different coaches. It's a good experience for us. And and it was fun too. The trip to California, it was real fun.
I bet it was. But you held your own.
Yes.
I mean, you guys held your own. You did not. I mean, there was a talent disparity. But you guys held your own. It wasn't the first time y'all went up there.
Yeah, it was different. Yeah.
It was different.
Yeah.
It was but going back the second time, I could see the difference, and you guys played with a lot more confidence, knowing that you could play with them, especially some of your skill position players. You guys, and speaking of which, you guys lost skill position players. So who's been stepping up in the offseason to fill some of those voids?
Well, yeah, we lost a lot of seniors last year, but honestly, our sophomore class last season was really strong. But, who really surprised me is our cornerback, Noah Williams.
Okay.
Man, his improvement, even just from last season, is just insane to me. He's really good. He's a very good athlete. He's actually a basketball player first. He won Defensive Player of the Year last year. And to see him just grow as a corner is just amazing to him. So we have Noah Williams, he plays corner. Returning good, one of our best receivers last season, Jordan Nava.
Yeah, he did. He showed out last year.
He's good. And then our running back's a beast too. Matthew Ramirez, he'll be back. We got a new one. Not a new one actually. He's a senior, but I think he'll surprise a lot of people with Santiago Tejas, who plays receiver. But one of the dudes that I'm really excited about playing with is our new receiver, Bentley DeVries. He played quarterback. He took over when I got hurt, but Bentley, man, he's He's gonna have a good season. He's balling out at receiver right now, so I'm excited to be with him. And then on defense too, you got Ariston Mena. He'll be good for us. He's a good safety, and we're just excited. A lot of skill positions. I mean, yeah, we lost a good like Matthew Yarbrough, Jude Walker, Robert Ramirez, Mikey, Aiden, all those dudes. But I'm of the younger class. They're gonna have a good season. I'm excited.
So one of the things that I always say that graduations do is it makes other people step up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You now a senior, captain of the team. Were you captain last year?
Yes, sir. I was.
Okay, so now we're coming back second season now. What's been the biggest thing that you've tried to instill in your teammates as you guys go through this off season and get ready for this coming year?
Well, the one thing I felt that was last season we were like a family. You know, we were always together, always hanging out, this and that. So this season I kind of wanted to keep it that way.
Okay.
And I didn't want separate groups, different. I didn't want arguments. I hated that. So I just kind of kept. I got together with some of the dudes and be just a lot of bonding. You know, we'll go out to eat. We'll go to someone's house, play basketball at the rec. You know, whatever. I just want us to get close, because when you're close to each other, I feel like you play better each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The chemistry. That's one thing for sure. And then just building up the younger dudes, like the freshman quarterback, they're coming in. Just kind of building them up, kind of teaching them, because I know how it is to be a freshman and come in. So I had a mentor, so I knew how I kind of had to be a mentor to the younger dudes. So just like that, yeah, just some small things like that.
Okay. So almost 1,900 yards, 23 touchdowns last year. What clicked for you?
You know, honestly, in the beginning, I was kind of still getting into it. I kind of had a rough couple, 3 or 4 games, but after I think it was the Coral game is when I clicked. I started playing real good. I started playing more confident. I feel like I played it real confident, and then I kind of trusted my arm. You know, I was kind of a little fidgety in the pocket. You know, I would kind of scramble around, but I felt like once I got comfortable, I would stand there. I would make good throws. I think that's what clicked more, and I would trust my dudes, my receivers a lot. I would put it up there. They would go get it, and it was just, I don't know how to explain it. It's just something clicked. Like in week 4, I just got a lot more confident, and that's how I kind of got better.
And I can tell you from the outside looking in, and even the conversations that I had with your coach, you could see it.
Mm-hmm.
You could see it. Everybody from the outside could see, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, Houston, we got a problem. He's about to be a problem for some defenses. And I continued to watch, and I was like, he's getting it.
Mm-hmm.
He's trusting his teammates. He's getting a lot more comfortable. He's falling back to all the reps that you put in the offseason, and the game is just slowed down for you. What was that like when the game slowed down?
It was like playing Madden. It started getting fun. You know, honestly, after that Eastleigh game, after we put, I think it was 42 points, it just felt like, I don't know, it was just really fun. We kept scoring. That was the thing that was fun about it. Because, you know, when you get stopped, you know, it's just kind of, it sucks. You feel like, damn, like, should have scored there. But especially like when I clicked, it just started getting more fun. I felt like once we got at the groove of everything, I mean, we averaged 35 points a game last season.
Yep.
Yeah, so that was a good thing. And, yeah, I think that's the best thing about it was the confidence and the fun.
So what was your favorite game last year?
Pebble Hills. I think just the atmosphere.
There's this rivalry
Oh, yeah.
growing
Well,
between
it's between Pebble Hills and Franklin. That was a good game. Franklin was a real good game.
Yeah, I sit back and some of the games, and I'm like, man, I don't think they really like each other.
No. Yeah.
So, yeah, and I sit back and I'm like, man, there's definitely a rivalry here.
Yeah.
Because all you guys grew up playing, whether it be AYF, Taifa, Badlands, like, y'all been battling since y'all
Since we
were
were little.
probably like 8 years old. What's that like? Because I always find it humorous because 9 times out of 10, the kid who's the best when they like 7 or 8 ends up being a role player when high school
Oh, yeah,
hits.
for
Once
sure.
everybody else, once puberty hits and people hit growth spurts, you start to see who the dudes really are. So what was that moment? Because your sophomore year, you was the backup, right? But you played wide receiver or something, right?
Oh, yes. So I was wide receiver and I was safety my whole life. And then sophomore, I was actually on JV the whole year. And the last 2 games moved me up to start on varsity. So.
Somebody got hurt, right?
Yes. So Joseph Cox got hurt.
Yes.
And then Ethan and Andre came in to start, and then that's when they put me in the last 2 games against Coronado and Montwood.
So what was that like?
Honestly, I remember that day like it was yesterday. It was like a Monday, and we had film, and I was talking to Coach Hernandez, and he told me, he was like, hey, man, like, it's going to be you this Friday, so I just want to let you know they're going to start. So at first, I was nervous. The whole week I was just kind of nervous leading up to Friday, but I guess getting out there, seeing the crowd, seeing like my boys, it just kind of just clicked, and I just had a good game. It was fun though. And then the next week, Montwood, it was just, we lost that game, but I feel like our offense are pretty good. After that, I feel like after that game, it's like, oh yeah, like I meant to be here. Like this is fun. Like I want to do this more. I want to take it more serious. Like this is the thing I want to play. And yeah, it was just really fun. It was surprising because like being a sophomore on varsity starting, especially at quarterback, it's not really that common. It was just kind of like a big role I had to take on. So it was cool.
Okay. Okay. So when that happened, I'm sure you was excited, scared, all at the same time. And that was the year, if I'm not mistaken, y'all had a down year.
Yes, we went 4-6 that year.
And I think everybody know Pastor wrote Eastwood off. It was like they're gonna be hurting. When did you know that you guys are gonna have something special going into last year?
I'm not even gonna lie. The first week of off season, we get there and there's off season workouts, and our captain, Coach Lopez, talks to us and he goes, "Hey, whatever happened last season, like it's over. This group's gonna be special. We're gonna change that, and we're gonna change that for good. Like the oncoming years, it's not gonna be like that no more." And it just clicked, honestly. Like the whole workouts from then on, it was nothing but 100%. The whole time, from November to July, August, it was just, we just knew. Like we didn't want to, because the juniors that were on that team, they knew how it felt. Like it sucked, that they were crying. They won 4 games, you know what I meant?
Yeah.
So they just didn't want to play like that ever again. So for them to change it, especially the captains of that team, they just changed the whole program around. And it was just good for us. Like we needed that. I think it was good, honestly, because we needed that wake up. Because we've been good for so many years. Yeah. And then for us to have, like Coach Silva said, that down year, it just kind of woke us up. And then that's when it clicked for sure. Okay. So I kind of knew at the start, honestly. I knew it. I felt it.
So let's kind of focus on you here for a little bit, right? Mm-hmm. How would you describe yourself as a quarterback?
As a quarterback, I got to say I'm pretty, like versatile. I could run it. I could throw it. I could read pretty well. I could throw it deep. I could throw it short. Like, just pretty versatile. That's why I've been working on a lot this offseason, is just not just be getting as faster. Because I had a lot of rushing yards, but I also worked on my accuracy and my footwork. Yeah. Kind of, especially as a senior, you can't really miss any throws. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm pretty balanced, running and passing.
So what's more important to you, making the big play or making the right play?
Making the right play. You know what I mean? I'd rather make a decision where I'm confident about and where I know it was the right decision than try to go for a home run shot and be like, dang, I should have went for this. You know what I mean? Yeah. You got to be smart, especially at quarterback. You can't take any chances. Turnovers start with the quarterback. So that's just the thing. You got to be smart.
So in your opinion, what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback?
A great quarterback is a quarterback on and off the field. They're leaders on and off the field, and they make the right decisions. Like you can be a quarterback, and you could throw for 500 yards a game, but you could also have like 50 incompletions. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's just different. A great quarterback is smart with the ball, and they know what to do with it. A good quarterback they make plays, but it's not as fluent. You know what I mean? Yeah. Great quarterback got to be smart. It's just, that's probably the most important as a quarterback. You got to be smart, especially with the reads, especially in high school. It's a lot different.
Now, what have you been spending the majority of your time during this offseason working on?
Gaining a lot of weight. Especially with my injury last season, I just kind of put more fat in the bones, more meat, more muscles in the bones, just get a little bit more bulky. That's been the goal. And then a lot more faster. And then, honestly, what I see an improvement is my accuracy. Especially in 7-on-7, like that helped a lot. And just the confidence too. I feel like this past tournament, I feel like I was a lot more confident, and that's kind of something that last season I kind of struggled with. In the beginning, I think that's why I wasn't playing as well, because I wasn't really that confident. So working on that is the mentally part, and then physically just speed, weight, and just footwork accuracy.
Okay. Okay. So as a 2027 quarterback, where are you at in the recruiting process?
Well, I just picked up my first offer about a month ago.
Okay.
And I've been going to some camps, last week. But it's just kind of more of building relationships. And so my senior film will be a big factor, If I get great senior film, I know I'll get some opportunities to play at some good, better colleges. So that's what I'm just kind of just praying for and just working out about just the senior film. That's just important. It's the film, it shows. So
I will tell you, recruiting is 90 to 95% relationships, right?
Exactly.
I always tell people this. A lot of people don't. So I used to coach women's college basketball. And so one of the things that as a coach in college, you invest a lot of time and resources in recruiting, right? And a part of that is building that relationship. And so it's hard to overcome, because if I got two players and everything are equal, and one I've been talking to on the phone, building this rapport and relationship with them and their family, and I got this new kid that pops up, I'm going with what I know, right?
Relationship.
And it's hard to tell people who you have a relationship with no. And so I always tell student athletes, don't be afraid to reach out and build that relationship with coaches, because it goes a long way. What are college coaches asking you about when you talk to them?
Honestly, the main thing that they ask about is just how I've been, because a lot of them know about the injury. They've been just kind of asking how I've been recovering, and how it's been affecting me. That's the main thing. And then also just grades. That's a big thing, and just building relationships. That's mostly it.
Okay. Now, what are you looking for in a college program?
I think, honestly, I'm kind of still exploring the options, but a good factor is I'd like to stay on the West Coast. I like to stay not local, but I don't want to go too far. But also the main thing is honestly the chemistry of the team. I don't want to go to a team where it's very player ran, selfish. I want a team that's like a family, like a brotherhood, where I can go to someone if I need them, where I'm having fun, where we like each other, and it starts with the coaches too. So a good coach and a family, like a brotherhood, that's probably the main thing, the two main things. And then obviously I'd like to stay kind of closer to this side.
Okay. And that kind of answers my next question. So we're going to do some quick fire questions, right? Favorite NFL QB?
Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Yeah.
Favorite college QB?
Favorite college? You know what? I'm gonna have to go with Darian Menza.
Okay. Okay. Favorite football movie?
Favorite football movie? Remember the Titans.
Okay. Now, what's your dream school?
Dream school?
You don't even have to say a school name if you don't want to. You can describe it.
Since I was little, honestly, it's always been USC. I just grew up watching them. I grew up in LA, so I've always seen USC games. It was just always my dream since I was little.
Okay. Favorite pregame song?
Favorite pregame song? Anything by Youngboy.
Okay. Hardest defense you've faced?
Hardest defense I faced? Pebble Hills. Well, other than Bosco. Bosco was for sure, but in El Paso here, Pebble Hills.
Okay. Favorite target to throw to?
Favorite target to throw to? Whoever's open.
Good answer. And what would your teammates say is your best quality?
My best quality is keeping the team up, especially when we're down. I feel like I never withered. I never brought anybody down, especially when we were losing or when we were facing adversity. I've always the type of player to just pick everyone up.
Okay. A college coach is watching this interview right now. Why should they recruit Kingston Jeffries?
Because I'll impact their team in a way that they've never seen before.
Okay. Now, when your football career is over, what do you want people to remember about Kingston Jeffries?
The impact I left, not just on the field, but also off the field. I want them to see how different I could be. You know, not different as in how different as, what I mean by that is, because a lot of people describe me as like a fun guy. Like I lift everyone's spirits up. I kind of want to leave a good impression that way.
Okay. Okay. Is there anything you want to say in closing?
Nothing much. I'm excited for this year, man. A lot of people have us. You know what I liked about last season is no one thought we were gonna be good.
Yeah.
Honestly. You know, coming off of 4-6, losing a lot of seniors, no one thought we were gonna be good. We were under everyone's radar.
I was one of them.
Yeah. So this year, being at the top, you know, everyone's saying we're gonna win district. Everyone's this and that. I want to prove it, not just to them, but to ourselves. Like we know we're gonna do good. We know we're gonna win 10 games again, and even more. We just got to prove it. I'm excited to prove it.
Okay. Well, hey, folks, that's going to wrap up this episode of the Borderland Sports Report. I want to thank you guys for continuing to support the platform. Again, this is season 10. We're going to keep bringing the best talent in the Borderland here for you to interview. Thank you, Kingston. Be blessed. Have a good one.
Thank you. Go Troop.
That the numbers don't show. Every grind, every town, every mile we roam. Borderland voices, this is home. No headlines missed, no moment too small. From the rise to fall, we cover it all. If it moves the game, then you know we're there. Truth in the word, respect in the air. This is more than a score, more than a play. Borderland Sports Report.